Hello, good evening. This is part 4, I think, of the SIDEMU test with this loft recovered C64. So where did we get to? Well, I'm just going to lift the lid a minute. I'll just pull you up there. So bonus points for not breaking any of the plastic catches on the case, so that's good news. Everything is resocketed the correct way around. So make sure that's not the wrong way around, because that will be a bad day out. And yeah, so what have we got to test it with? Well, we've got a little LCD HDMI screen, and it's going into this converter box. Now, these are quite common online on Amazon. Always get the one that's the metal case, because that's fully wired for RGB, which means that as well as using on the 64 via composite, it also does your Amigas with RGB, and it passes the audio through. So if you've got speakers on your TV, it's going to work. Power supply is a rebuilt power supply. It's not the one that came with this, because as Abing's rightly pointed out, it's probably not a great idea to trust that one at first anyway. Before we do the big switch on, because I've got no idea what's going to happen, probably underwhelming, because it's probably not going to work. The C2N, let's look at the C2N for a sec. So, interestingly, and that's the tape counter belt. It's a little bit loose, but if I move that, it should advance the digits. At least it was advancing the digits. Maybe I got the wrong way around. Let's just lift this up. So yeah, the belts are okay. It was a decent amount of tension, and it's not falling apart. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to rejuvenate the pinch roller with, I've got some, what's it called? It's really evil stuff, it stinks. It's MG Chemicals, it's a rubber renew. If you've got any joysticks, like your Competition Pro, and you need to get the rubbers inside to not be like a piece of rock, then rubber renew is quite good at that, but it's extremely evil smelling stuff. It's actually not in here, because even with the bottle closed, it stinks. Right, well, shall we try it? This is completely, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's go. So I'm going to press, oops, there's a bit switch. Okay, so lights come on. We got power. Is anything going to happen? And the answer is yes. Can you believe that? Now, of course, it doesn't mean to say everything's working yet, but we can, and the keyboard's almost certainly going to be a bit tired. But I think, yeah, I think once you start working these keys, in my experience, they do work. So that's good news. The 64 is working straight. So it's not been turned on. 40 years working. So what's going to happen next? Well, we're going to get we're going to get either the Pi. I'm probably not going to use the Pi 1541. Probably going to use my SIDEC thingy. We're going to get a couple of SID demos on here tomorrow. Now, we're going to play the original SID, and then we're going to get our SIDEMU, not the O2, the SIDEMU, and we're going to get that in here, and we're going to do a side-by-side. So tomorrow we're going to listen to some SID tunes, a couple of SID tunes, and then we're going to listen to SIDEMU, and then see what else we can learn about it. So that's good news. We've got a working 64. Down there on the floor, we've got a VIC-20 that came in the same bundle. That's been retro brighting, because we've, in the UK today, very unusually, we've had some sunshine. So this was yellow a couple of days ago, and now it's white, which is a great result. And for anyone who wants to know more about retro brighting, what I generally find is that get some hydrogen peroxide cream and then rub it all over your case. Once you've cleaned your case, wrap it in cling film, make sure it's nicely evenly coated, and stick it in the sun, and you get a really good result. So Brilliant. All right, well, that's great. I'm really happy that's working. So we're going to move on tomorrow, see if we can get to load something, and then we're going to have a listen to some tunes. See you later.